Hey guys, it's August here and welcome back to some more StarCraft II. Last time we were visited by Zeratul, who gave us his memory crystal which allows us to view his memories, and we learned about this doomsday scenario that's apparently going to engulf the world. Well, I'm sure doomsday scenarios can wait, right? I mean, we have money to get and units to find. So yeah, today I'll be doing another Terra mission and then we'll come back to this later on. So let's have a look at the lab. We have our next tier of Zerg research, which gives us this thing, if you guys want to read that. And how you doing, Hanson?
I'm okay, Doc, before you start asking.
You were staring at that Protoss device for a very long time. Are you sure?
Well, now you mention it, I could use a drink. Or two. Maybe what I saw would make more sense if I was drunk.
What was it, Jim?
An old friend of mine. Looking for the end of the world.
Yep, it seemed pretty dire.
Sir, you should check out the research console. There's some exciting developments there.
Thank you, Stepman. Yep, so we have our next tier of Zerg research, which gives us access to the Predator, an anti-infantry specialist, has a powerful area attack. Or the Hercules, massive transport, can deploy loaded troops almost instantly. So I've been thinking about this one for a while, and I think it's going to be one of the harder choices, just because I really don't like either of these. The thing is, we already have units which kind of do both these jobs already. So for the Predator we have our Firebats and our Hellions, and for the Hercules we'll eventually have our Medevacs. And so I kind of prefer to use those units over these two, especially because those ones can be upgraded. And like for the Predator, for example, I'm pretty sure this requires a factory with a tech lab, which means that if we're building this, we won't be building our siege tanks or our Diamondbacks, which can suck. So between these two, I would definitely recommend getting the Hercules, for a couple of reasons. It has a bigger load capacity than the Medevac. It also can deploy units almost instantly, which is good. The Medevac does it over a long period of time. And you can also get it earlier than the Medevac, because the Medevac's going to come in a couple of missions from now, so you can use the Hercules in the meantime. However, for the LP, I'm actually going to be getting the Predator. And the reason for that is that I've used this thing once, I think, so I'm kind of curious what exactly I can do with it. So yeah, that's what I'll be getting, but I would recommend getting the Hercules yourself. So let's head down to the container then, and see how our good friend Tychus is doing.
How did you become such good buddies with those freaky Protoss? All I hear is they kill Terrans like you and me on sight.
Some of them would. But some others would fight to the death protecting people like us. I helped them defend their homeworld from the Zerg during the First War. When Kerrigan came back leading the swarm, I helped him out again. They're real big on loyalty.
Damn, Jimmy. Almost sounds like you respect them.
I wouldn't expect you to understand, Tychus.
Yep, and there's a bunch of Protoss warriors who really respect Raynor too.
Good to see you, brother. Wait. I can see it in your eyes. You've seen into the spirit world. The Protoss. He gave you a crystal. And now you've been seeing what he's seen.
That ain't nothing to do with you. Stay out of my head, Tosh.
Have it your way. But you want to trade careful when you go looking into the beyond. If you need me, you know where I'll be.
I do like the fact how Raynor is being so defensive around Tosh, and Tosh is just like, hey brother, let me help you explore the spirit world safely and all that. So yeah, Raynor, I think you should take him up on his offer.
We have a very special guest today, Crown Prince Valerian. Thank you so much for joining us, Highness.
Thank you, Kate. It's wonderful to be here.
Let me get right to the question on everyone's mind. Is there anyone special in your life right now?
Truth be told, Kate, I've had a crush on you for many years.
Ooh.
Stop.
But in all seriousness, with the Zerg invasion, there's little time for such things. I've been studying military tactics under General Warfield, and whatever spare time I have is devoted to statecraft. It's my goal to be the best emperor our people could ask for. When the time comes, of course.
Wonderful. Now I've got two of them to worry about.
I was gonna say, like we all know how Mengsk is, but I wonder if his son's any better.
Let's get down to business.
Not today, Hill, there's nothing new there. And how you doing, Swan?
My shift is almost over. Little drinking, little shut-eye, some more drinking, then right back to work.
Good man. Now, one thing I've got to mention about the Protoss missions is that even though they give you tons of Zerg and Protoss research points, you don't get any money for them. And since we have no new units either, there's no reason to check out the Armory console today. So off to the bridge, and how about you, Horner?
How long was I down in the lab, Matt?
You've been gone for hours, sir. You've been in the lab all that time?
I used the Eon crystal Zeratul gave me. I'd swear it only lasted a few minutes. So vivid. Zeratul's been searching for a Zelnaga prophecy about the end of the universe. There's more. I just haven't got to it yet.
Alright, so for our mission today, there are 4 available, and we will be going to Dead Man's Port. Dead Man's Port is the main settlement on the planet Dead Man's Rock. Infamous for its lawlessness, the port is home to smugglers, pirates, and mercenary groups. It is remote enough to retain its independence despite antagonizing every major Terran power.
We still need to access the adjutant we retrieved from Tarsonis. Our old mercenary associate, Colonel Orlin, is an expert in Confederate code decryption. If our intel's right, he should still be based at the Merc Haven at Dead Man's Port. He's not very trustworthy, but he's our best bet of breaking that encryption.
Let's do it.
Dead Man's Port. It's risky just waiting here with all these mercenaries around. Colonel Orlin's sure taking his time decrypting that adjutant for us.
Yeah, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Incoming transmission.
James, Orlan decrypted your adjutant, but he's planning to sell it to the Dominion. Must have been something exciting in there. He wants me to keep you off his back until they arrive.
That's nice, Mira. But why are you telling me all this?
Because I like you and Matthew better than him, of course. Match Orlan's offer, and I will help you take him out instead. He's paying in minerals, so I'll give you the same deal.
Done. Always a pleasure, Mira.
Don't take too long now. If Orlan comes up with the goods first, I will have to side with him. Oh, and say hello to Matthew for me. Ask him why he never calls.
It's gonna be hard to get minerals down there. We'll have to find salvage if we're gonna hire Mira before Orlan does. You think she'll help Orlan, sir?
She's a mercenary. She'll help whoever pays the most.
Alright, so here we are in Cutthroat, and this is another very fun mission. So the idea of this one is that we have to collect 6,000 minerals before Orlan can.
Alright, boys. We got a deal with Mira Han. Now let's get to work and get that adjutant back.
Yep, we asked Orlan to crack open the adjutant for us, and he did, but he's planning to keep it and sell it to the Dominion instead. And he's offering Mira 6,000 minerals in order to take us out.
Pirates have been stripping down ships here for years. It should be pretty easy to collect enough scrap to pay Mira off.
But Mira said that she's willing to offer us the same deal in order to help take him out and get the adjutant back. So that's what we'll be doing today. So the big thing about this mission is that if you leave Orlan alone, he will get to that 6k pretty quickly, so you have to rush out there and take him down ASAP. He has 3 bases you can attack, one up there, one down there, and one down there, and attacking each of these will drastically reduce his mineral production. And so I would recommend doing that ASAP. There's 2 main ways to get minerals in this level. You can either run around and collect it from those mineral scrap piles like that, or harvest mineral fields like we usually do. Give me a second. Orlan can attack your base, so I'm just going to set up some defenses here. Get our refinery up, let's get some more marines going, and let's go attack this base up here.
Incoming transmission.
I left a little present out here for you and Matthew. I never got to give it to him last time you boys were here.
Damn, Jimmy. Are those vulture bikes?
They sure are, Tychus.
Good eye, Tychus. We can use them to lay mines around our base to hold off Orlan.
Those shredders are constantly producing scrap we can salvage. We should check this area again later.
So these are our new unit for this mission. These are vulture bikes. So vultures are a returning unit from StarCraft I that filled a very similar role to the Hellions. They're very fast, they're very mobile, and they're good against light units. However, the big difference between these guys and Hellions is that these guys only take a single target at once, which means they fill a very weird sort of role, I would say, where they're only really good against workers, like rushing in, taking them out and running away, and good against like the late game powerful infantry units like Ghosts and High Templar and stuff. Other than that, they kind of just get outclassed by the Hellions, because Hellions have that big AoE that can just wreck large groups of infantry units. Now that being said, Vultures are one of the units that I know the least about, like even back in StarCraft 1 days, so maybe they're actually really good for other stuff that I just don't know, but from my experience anyway, they are kind of weird. I'm not really a big Vulture player, and I don't really see myself using them in the campaign either. Just note here, don't go up here because this is where Orlan's main base is, and that will happen. One cool thing about Vultures though is that they do have these things called spider mines, which I'll throw down in a second. No, Vulture! Spider mines work like you would kind of expect, the little mines that will kind of guard a field and then blow up any enemies who get close. These things are pretty cool for a couple of reasons. You can use them to protect your base, you can use them for traps, and like put them in choke points and stuff. And they even give you a little bit of vision, which is nice. You can kind of see where the enemy is. That's one of the advantages the Vulture does have over the Hellion. And so one of the reasons why I could see myself using them at some point, but like I mentioned, I probably won't. I'm not really someone who likes using Vultures that much. So my base looks like it's pretty good. Let's bring in some reinforcements from that. We'll send this command center up there and get it going on those minerals. And let's get my upgrades going. I'm sure you guys are okay, don't worry. Oh, let's try the Predator too. We'll see if these guys are worth the points that I spent on them. Probably not, but I guess it's fine. Oh shit, well I just lost both those guys. I was just about to say, I forget exactly how you get more spider mines in this. I don't know if you can. I'm sure you can. The thing about StarCraft 1, right, is that in that, you couldn't actually replenish the spider mines. So like, once you used them, they were just gone and that was it. But I think you can in this game, although it might be like an upgrade you can buy from the armory. I'm not quite sure. We really need to get some more units here. So what are these guys like? Lightning Field. The Predator unleashes a deadly field of electricity each time it attacks, dealing 20 damage. Let's try it out. That wasn't 20 damage. Wait, what? 15. Oh, okay. I think it does the base damage, plus it does an extra 22. That's interesting. I guess those dudes can slowly work through that. Let's get some medics over here. Get all this going. Let's get some more infantry out. And our mercs. And then I'll send these guys down to attack the base that's over here. Now, there are 3 Protoss research things to get in this mission. Run away, guys! Oh god, everyone's dying. You can just sit over there, okay? There's one right here, and there's another one at the bottom of the map too. Make sure to get these before you leave. Oh, that was actually pretty powerful. Additional supply depots required. Yeah, I can kind of see the advantage of Predators. Although saying that, that guy took a lot of damage. You guys okay? You will be if I send STV up there. Yeah, I kind of feel like they suffer from the same thing that the Vultures and the Hellions do, but they just kind of get blown up. Maybe these guys would be really good if you give them some armor upgrades as well. And have some SCVs nearby to repair them.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, one of the Predators is already dead. At least they're good at taking out SCVs. That reminds me actually, oh no, it's not dead, he was just hiding. And that reminds me, I kind of feel like when they made the switch to StarCraft 2, they moved the Vulture's kind of capabilities of taking out infantry and scouting taking SCVs to both the Hellion and the Reaper. So yeah, it kind of feels like those 2 units were made to kind of compensate for the lack of Vultures in StarCraft 2's multiplayer mode. Alright, we've got the final research point there. And let's head over and take out this base. And I really like this mission too. I think it's a lot of fun. It reminds me a lot of a mission from Warcraft 3. I forget exactly which one it is, but I think it's like one where you have to collect a certain amount of wood before somebody else. And it's just very fun. You have to deal with their attacks, you have to take out their base, you have to go around and collect stuff too.
Upgrade. Base is under attack.
Oh no. Are you okay? You are not going to be okay. Oh, no, you're going to be fine because I have a freaking siege tank here. But yeah, I think these types of missions are pretty fun. Like racing against the computer to do stuff's pretty cool, I think. Alright, and we are almost finished here. We just need another 250. And I reckon this bunch here is enough to do that. Let's run up there and take this thing out. And then collect all of this. And there we go.
Mineral field depleted.
All right, Mira. We both know you're ripping me off, but I'm gonna hire you anyway.
My forces are yours, Jim. I'm so glad I got to side with you and Matthew.
Oh, you scheming little... I'll show you what happens to double-dealing backstabbers!
You want to talk all and you stole the adjutant from us. And yes, all of this is now ours. So Mira's army is pretty friggin' powerful. She just has like all of the mercenaries plus diamondbacks. And yeah, with this we can definitely wreck Orlan's base. So, how should we do this? Because I know what I said there, but you still have to be kind of careful because Orlan does have a pretty good setup. I think what I'm going to do is put the... oh, he's coming out to attack us. Let's see, like this. Yeah, I'm going to move these siege breakers forward a little bit and have them set up, and then I'll run my units up there and see if we can give some vision for these siege breakers to start laying siege to the enemy. Oh yeah, there's nothing he can do against this. Still watch out because the siege breakers... oh, he's a tank over there. Oh, no, 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 no. That red thing means there's a nuclear missile going over there, so we need to get the hell out of that. Goodbye, medic. At least she was okay with it. Yeah, don't be up there because all units will just die. And then you'll have to get them all back and then try and assault his base again, so that is not fun. I kind of feel like I can just rush in and destroy his base. Like, we have a lot of units. Although he does have a bunch of siege tanks. Where are the siege tanks? Yeah, it might be hiding. There it is. Take the guy out, please. Thank you. Man, that Predator survived. Oh, no, he's dead now. He survived for a while. I think he was killed by one of my siege breakers. Anyway, let's run up here. And then take out his command center. Oh, he has a battleship. Take out the battle cruiser. Come on, there we go. This is what happens all when you steal my adjutant. You could have just given it back to me and we could have avoided all this.
Alright, I surrender. Just take your damn adjutant already.
I ought to do the universe a favor and put you down, woman. It's too bad I might need to hire you someday. Mira, do me a favor. Keep him on ice.
You got it, Raynor. I will keep the snake safe and sound for you. I will even do it for free.
Aw, thank you, Mira. Alright, and that is Cutthroat. Here are the achievements, here is the mission summary, and on to the next one.